Marilyn, if you could sit face to face with today's biggest social media stars, the TikTok dancers, the Instagram beauty gurus, the lifestyle influencers, what would you say to them?
I'd probably start with a simple question. Do you want to be remembered, or are you just afraid of being irrelevant? That's the thing that strikes me most about today's fame. It's not about impact, it's about survival, constant output, constant updates. Like if you stop moving, even for a second, the world forgets you exist. Back in my day, God, I sound ancient, but back then, fame didn't come easy. You didn't get a platform just for showing up. You had to offer something that made people stop and feel. Whether it was a performance, a voice, a moment of honesty, people remembered you because you left a mark. Now, people remember you for a week, maybe a month. Then the scroll moves on.
So you're saying today's fame feels empty?
Not always, but often, yes. There's this obsession with visibility, but nobody's asking why they want to be seen, or how they want to be seen, or even who is doing the watching. They think being visible equals being valuable, but they're not the same thing. Being looked at doesn't mean you're being heard. Being famous doesn't mean you're respected. And what worries me is that we've built a culture where the image is everything and the substance, well, it's optional.
What do you think changed?
The internet changed everything. Social media didn't just give everyone a stage, it made everyone feel like they had to perform, constantly. Every moment is curated, every experience documented. It's not just about living anymore, it's about presenting the life you want people to believe you have. There's a difference between being known for what you do and being known for what you show.
What would you say to the women who are navigating this system?
I'd say, I see you. I see how hard you're working to stay relevant, stay liked, stay on brand. And I want you to know it's okay to step out of the spotlight, to not post, to not perform. You don't have to package your life to prove it's worth living. And I get it, really. I do. When I was young, every camera that clicked felt like proof I existed. I thought if the world saw me enough, maybe I'd start to see myself too. But the truth is, no amount of applause can fill a silence inside you.
Do you think social media has distorted our sense of identity?
Completely. It turns people into brands before they've even figured out who they are. You're not allowed to grow in private anymore. You're expected to be authentic, but only if that authenticity fits a certain aesthetic. Messy isn't allowed unless it's curated. Pain isn't real unless it's poetic. We've created this weird space where even vulnerability is monetized. Your heartbreak becomes content. Your healing becomes a series. Your breakdown? It's a story arc. And I can't help but wonder what happens when the cameras turn off.
Do you ever see hope in this new era?
Absolutely. There are young creators using these platforms to challenge power, to speak hard truths, to connect people who've always felt alone. And I love that. That kind of fame, that kind of influence, it matters. But they're rare, and too often drowned out by the noise. It's hard to hear someone whispering truth when the algorithm rewards the loudest lie.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone chasing fame today, what would it be?
Ask yourself, if no one could see it, would you still do it? Would you still dress that way, speak that way, live that way if there was no camera, no likes, no followers? Because that's where you find out who you really are. Not in the posts, not in the comments, in the silence between them. Also, don't be afraid to be forgotten for a while. Sometimes that's when the most important things grow, in the quiet.
Last question, Marilyn. Do you miss it, the fame?
Parts of it, sure. I miss the magic. The way a scene could make someone cry or laugh or believe in something again. I miss the connection, but not the pressure, not the perfection. I don't miss having to smile when I felt like screaming. What I really miss is the why. Why we created, why we acted, why we dreamed. We didn't do it for followers, we did it for feeling. And maybe, just maybe that's still possible. Even now.
We need your support to keep telling stories like this. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone who might feel the same. Every bit of support helps us grow and reach more people, and we're truly grateful to have you here. See you in the next one.